Why are some of the biggest names in sports flocking to YouTube? Today we're diving into the stories of 4 athletes that have successfully made the transition from the field to the very screen you're looking at right now. Hi, I'm Mike Kravchenko, and welcome to the channel. We talk about the intersection of sports, business, and the law, and in this video specifically, we're going to talk about how Pat McAfee, the Kelce brothers, Benkert, and Bryson DeChambeau are all making waves on YouTube. We'll first start with my favorite, Pat McAfee. His transition from a relatively unknown Colts punter to a media mogul began with an alleged late-night swim in the Broad Ripple Canal in Indianapolis. His alleged antics led to his arrest in a mugshot that went viral, but it also specifically caught the attention of the Bob and Tom Show, which gave McAfee his first taste of media. While still playing, he became a regular on the show, sharing comedic stories about his life and playing career, obviously, and also at the same time continued to build a massive brand on Twitter as well. Following his retirement after the 2016 season, McAfee decided to join Barstool Sports. That's where he developed the Heartland division of the company in Indianapolis and hosted the first edition of the Pat McAfee Show on SiriusXM channel Barstool 85, in a trailer at the time. After once more building his community just immensely, McAfee knew it was time to go independent and announced his release from Barstool on August 31st, 2018. And he leveraged these experiences to grow to now 2.5 million subscribers on his Pat McAfee Show YouTube channel. And that's really where it all takes place. The daily show, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3, is on YouTube. And McAfee wants to make sure that that's free no matter what, forever. Even the deal with ESPN, which seems to be in question now, they're going to be having it available on YouTube. It's their bread and butter. And you probably can't get Pat McAfee off your screen. Whether you're on YouTube or not, his show has led him to get gigs with WWE, College Game Day. It's crazy. Him and his crew are on an unstoppable run, and I do have to shout out the boys for sure, as Pat would love. I mean, they run the whole operation and are just the foundation of the Pat McAfee Show. Pat's journey from a punter who didn't even know how to punt before getting into the NFL to now one of the most prominent media figures in sports just showcases his ability to reinvent himself and connect across audiences. And another great example of connecting with different audiences are the Kelce brothers. The newest emerging NFL duo in Jason and Travis Kelce have really begun to take their spot at the top of the throne, and here's why. The two are known for their outgoing personalities and immense on-field accomplishments, as they're both Super Bowl champions and really two of the greatest in history at their positions, but now they co-host a podcast, New Heights, with Jason and Travis Kelce. They started just about 2 years ago, and they're already almost at 2.5 million subscribers. And it's because they share their unique perspectives on the NFL and discuss a variety of candid and amusing topics that have just reached the masses. Especially with Travis dating, yeah. But they're approaching 100 episodes of the show, and it's allowed them to connect with fans in a brand new way as they offer hilarious and insightful details into their lives and careers, and they just feel relatable, especially Jason. And with their natural conversation skills and the fact that they're such close brothers, and in fact stating that the podcast has even brought them closer, it's something that we're probably going to see skyrocket beyond. Jason just retired, and Travis is pretty much on his way towards retiring, definitely at the end of his career. So this is definitely the new avenue for them, and probably their new career post-football. I mean, they're gaining nearly 10,000 subscribers per month, so I think that they're just going to continue going all in, as they should. YouTube's king. These two continue to set the stage for many different athletes to leverage their personalities and their skill and their unfair advantage, which is being an NFL athlete, or really any athlete, as we see across all sports. There's podcasts and YouTube channels, but these two would do a fantastic job setting the stage of really what you should look for in a podcast and a weekly show. But someone that does things a little bit differently, a little bit more on an entertainment side, and speaking of post-career actually, that's Benkert. Let's talk about someone who actually turned a not-so-great NFL career into one of the most successful and fast-growing YouTube sports channels on the platform. Benkert's journey is pretty unique. I mean, coming out of high school, he attended Eastern Carolina University, but transferred to Virginia after tearing his ACL. Despite the setbacks, though, he set records at Virginia and was invited to join the the Atlanta Falcons practice squad after going undrafted. His journey in the NFL continued through stints with the Packers and 49ers. In fact, Benkert's off-field passion for gaming and streaming led him to starting to stream games, and he's quickly built an audience growing to nearly 230,000 subscribers, which of course has led to many different brand deals and opportunities for him that I'm sure he didn't think that he would even imagine having in the NFL as a backup or third string. Even though he claims one of the reasons that he's actually not in the NFL right now is that he's butted heads with coaches like Matt LaFleur and just is a very outspoken player, not so much taking it from the coaches as many of them, I guess, have to do. Not familiar with those locker rooms, obviously, but he claims that it's not a skill issue, but a lot of people on Twitter seems to say otherwise. I don't really know. I didn't watch him play, but I do watch him create videos, and it's something really special, I really do have to say. And it truly does just seem like the beginning for his media career to me. I mean, this YouTube channel can go up into the millions, but I can see him getting deals from a Fox or even ESPN in the future, depending on the route that they go. His decision to focus on his passion and YouTube and media after his football career has paid off big time. Probably way more than the NFL would have ever paid out for him. And no, this isn't an NFL video. I mentioned earlier that I do have a very special player to talk about, and that's an individual one actually in the golfer Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson has completely rebranded himself and gone from one of the most disliked players in the sport to one of the most beloved and rooted for. And to me, a big part of that is actually his YouTube channel. He's using his type of videos to connect with a brand new audience that may have not even been involved in golf or interested to begin with, and especially the younger audience. Known for his analytical approach to golf and charisma and definite emotion, DeChambeau's channel offers tutorials, behind-the-scenes content, and insights into his training in tournaments. And naturally, his attitude and just unbelievable skill is pushing him up the ranks. Plus, DeChambeau's YouTube content also follows the algorithmic YouTube and current style of entertainment online. And what I mean is he includes playing rounds with unconventional equipment such as Walmart clubs and attempting challenging golf feats. And before you say, "I'm tired of this, Grandpa," that's too damn bad! Bryson's doing an unbelievable job, his team is doing an unbelievable job on YouTube, and that's the algorithm. If you don't so much like it, it's your feed, so you know, you got control of it. But Bryson's doing an unbelievable job, genuinely, and it's led to over 700,000 subscribers as of recording. On top of that, he has over 70 million views, yes, just on YouTube alone. Now, this isn't overnight for him. He's been posting videos for nearly 3 years, but he's really ramped it up in this past year. And on top of him winning both in the PGA Tour and on the Live Golf, it's just, he's doing unbelievable. You can't fault the guy or hate him. He's just doing unbelievable. And plus the fact that he signed with Live Golf and they have a lighter schedule and obviously are just a lot more laid back to the PGA Tour, it's allowed him to find time for filming, which helps him expand his influence and engage with these young fans. DeChambeau focuses on entertaining and inspiring a new generation of golfers, and it's evident in his content, making golf way more accessible and enjoyable, which is so crucial for this sport. For the last 100 years, it hasn't been accessible and enjoyable, and especially even more so nowadays with our generation and below. I think that this is actually genuinely one of the biggest things for golf that they could do right now is promote Bryson DeChambeau's YouTube channel. And plus, like I said, it helps that he's one of the best in the freaking game right now. To me, I really do think Bryson is setting himself up to become one of the most successful golfers of all time, at least in the media. And as you know, media is king with so many different platforms and so many eyeballs on it. He's going to become a household name just like a Tiger Woods has, and it's a little bit different because Tiger did it so much so on the skill side, but there's so many different opportunities now for these players, and all 4 of these people that I discussed, or I guess 5 counting the Kelces, it's, you know, they've found different avenues to do this, and Bryson's doing it best. Really, all these athletes, and many more across that I didn't mention, there's really hundreds and almost thousands of different athletes now across all different leagues, as I mentioned earlier in the video, that are creating videos, podcasts, everything. And all of these guys have shown that you can have a career after your playing career. There's more to life than professional sports, and you can continue to build not only just a brand new career, but continue entertaining, which they do best as athletes, and connecting with fans, which I know they love as well. But what are your thoughts on all these guys mentioned in the video? Do you actually view any of these? I love all these channels, which is why I wanted to highlight them, and all these athletes as well while they're playing and post-career. I'm, just super excited to continue to see the growth of athletes on YouTube and really where all these channels go. And of course, there's a lot more for me to talk about as they continue to grow as well. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more, and hit the notification bell to be notified weekly when I post videos on the intersection of sports, business, and the law. Check out these 2 videos on screen as well, where I talk about the business of other athletes, and just appreciate you guys so much. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys over there.